Hi, welcome to Antiques Down Under, our television program on antiques and collectibles.
We're searching for incredible collections, priceless rarities and curious artefacts. And along the way, we'll meet some people with the most unbelievable treasures.
This time on Antiques Down Under, we experience 8,000 years of Greek history, art and culture.
And Claudia finds a guitar collection that hits all the right notes.
Gregory has gold fever in the hills of Adelaide.
And I meet with fellow antiques dealer Elizabeth Cyber. Antiques Down Under is visiting the Hellenic Museum in Melbourne.
The only museum in Australia dedicated to Greek art, culture and history.
And in this building, it was the former Royal Mint.
But has been given new life as the Hellenic Museum. Let's go meet CEO and Head of Curation, Sarah Craig.
Sarah, 8,000 years of Greek history.
Gregory, I know. Take this for example.
Who would have worn it?
It would have been worn by somebody with vast sums of money. They were not designed to be day-to-day. In fact, a lot of these were found in burial sites because they were designed particularly to be buried with as a way of showing wealth into the afterlife.
Oh, Sarah, if anything says Greek vessel, it has to be these black figure vases.
I quite agree with you, Claudia. These are extraordinary examples of the craft, and you can see quite clearly the detail that the artist has been able to get in. They're telling stories about mythology, about warfare, about life. So here's a bit of a surprise.
Wow, that's incredible.
So we're in the vault of the former Royal Mint, where they would keep the gold before it was weighed and assayed as it was coming down from the gold fields. And this is where we keep some of our treasures as well. We have some extraordinary 12th century Gospels that are hand illuminated. We've got some flabella, which were originally used to keep flies away from the consecrated blood and body of Christ, but later used in processions with, and some would have huge feathers and be absolutely extraordinary.
Sarah, didn't I see this gold myrtle wreath downstairs in an exhibition space?
You did. In fact, we took it out of the cabinet to place it on this model's head for a special shoot by Bill Henson.
Ah, because they're very, very moody. But I'm surprised to see that an antiquity has been placed on the model's head.
It's very unusual and it's breaking down a whole lot of barriers in museology. However, we did have a conservator out from Athens, especially for this, and there was a moment where I think that she thought she was going to lose her job, but she didn't, so it's all fine. Yeah.
The series of photographs is exquisite. It has Bill Henson's moody quality, but I think they're the lightest Hensons I've ever seen.
Yes, indeed, and it's an unusual subject matter for him, although he is a classicist, so he was deeply passionate about choosing the objects for each of the works.
We're now in the Hellenic Museum's Olympic torch display, and Sarah's going to tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the whole torch race began in '36 in Berlin, and that was the beginning of the lighting of the flame from Olympia and bringing it to the host city, in this case, Berlin.
Which was beginning of Nazism.
That's exactly right.
And that leads us to the next torch.
Well, in '56, in the Melbourne Games, there was a protest against the Nazi origins of the torch race, whereby a group of students painted a chair leg with a plum pudding tin and a pair of underpants inside, set it on fire, and ran it up the stairs and gave it to the mayor in Sydney.
Amazing what you can do with a plum pudding tin, isn't it? We now go to Tokyo, 1964, and this was an infamous Games, wasn't it?
Yet another one full of scandal.
And Dawn Fraser, Australia's famous swimmer. I remember watching her on television winning her gold and silver medals, but she got up to other antics as well, didn't she?
She did indeed. Didn't she steal a flag?
I know, isn't that incredible?
I know.
But typical Australian.
Absolutely.
That's what we're all about, aren't we?
hijinks.
Yeah, we're larrikins. We now go to another well-known Australian Olympics, Sydney 2000.
This is a famous one for all Australians, I suppose, but Kathy Freeman was the hero of the 2000 Games.
Wasn't she magnificent lighting that torch?
It was really extraordinary.
And then won the 400 metres.
It's incredibly important to us at the Hellenic Museum to show why ancient history is still relevant today. And so many of the things in ancient Greece speak to the contemporary, just like the goddess Iris.
Now, Sue, what is it? What do you think this is?
I'm not sure what it would be used for. Maybe potpourri or
We can see that the little lid comes off.
or sugar. I really can't say. It's a mystery.
So you think maybe something for sugar or potpourri?
I was thinking potpourri, something that smells nice, maybe.
Okay, something that smells nice. Can you tell me, what is it, sir?
I've got no idea.
What do you think
Is
it
it,
does?
is it a little smoke or incense burner or something? Just figuring out why the hole, or it could be for holding scented sticks.
Scented sticks. So you're going down an incense road.
Incense road, I think that's could be.
Now, Stuart, what's this?
Well, it's Wedgwood. It's braille.
What is it?
It's a container but with a hole in there. So potpourri, perhaps, so you get the essence of the smell coming out.
A little fragrance filtering through the room with the Wedgwood potpourri jar. Nell, I've got a very special object here. What is it?
Could be a potpourri sort of thing. So you put your potpourri in there and the aroma exudes from the top.
Do you want to guess the mystery object? Head to our Facebook and Instagram pages to enter.
I'm in the bunker with Jed Hudson, who's got a terrific guitar collection. Jed was brought to Australia from New Zealand in 1971 to be Johnny O'Keefe's bass player. And Jed, you've still got that original bass.
I do. It's a Fender Telecaster P-bass, bought in 1970. It's been my tools of trade ever since.
So what are the qualities you're looking for? What makes it into your collection?
All my guitars play totally differently, and this is what I love. They all do something completely different, or different sounds, different pickup sounds, and wood. I will buy a guitar because the wood quality, and to me, creates the perfect instrument.
How do you tell the difference between the sounds? I mean, I play recorder, not the guitar. So what am I looking for?
I like Fenders because they have probably a thinner sound, but a very unique sound, whereas a Gibson's a much fuller sound. The humbucking pickup on a Gibson is a thing of beauty. Like my Fender Jaguar, I bought it because you can switch from one sound to another by a flick of a switch on the top of the guitar, and it just completely changes the whole guitar. Like, so, you know, everything's really unique.
And there's one that's a laminated finish that sounds like it's from the kitchen.
It's a National 57. It's got perlite on it.
And there's one that looks like a New York skyscraper.
That's a 39 National, and it's called a New Yorker. I have two Rickenbacker lap steels. I've got a pre-war and a post-war, 39 and a 46. They were made from Bakelite. They weigh a lot, and they were called pandas because they're black and white. And the pickups are some of the earliest pickups ever made, and they just sound incredible.
So some guitar collectors go for a guitar because it's associated with a particular player.
Yes, and players make signature guitars. Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan. This is a Fender Stratocaster Stevie Ray Vaughan signature. It's got Texas Specials, which gives it this magnificent smoky sound. This is a dobro cutaway with a twin cone on it, and it can sound soft or This is a Gibson A-series mandolin, and it has a P90 pickup on it. And you get these wonderful sounds, or
Do you keep a guitar in original condition, or would you ever repair something?
oh yes, I've bought guitars in very bad condition and repaired them, but I like to keep them as they are. I mean, they're works of art, they're genius. Why you wouldn't want to muck about?
You collect from the heart, don't you? This
Yes.
is not about money.
No, nothing to do with money. As human beings, we're only custodians for the instruments for our lifetime, and I'm extremely fortunate to have such a beautiful collection to play. It's very hard to walk through here and not pick something up and start playing, and that's my passion.
Well, Ben, we're on the original site of the Victoria Mine. Isn't that absolutely exciting?
Well, it's a lifelong dream come true for me. I've been wanting to visit this location since I've been at the museum almost 30 years.
Have you? Right.
I don't have to worry about looking or finding gold because I've actually got some here in my pocket.
In your pocket?
Indeed. So this is actually a specimen of gold from the gold mine here.
From the Victoria Mine?
So we are here at the Victoria Gold Mine in the Adelaide Hills, and not too many people realise that actually the first gold mine, operating gold mine in Australia, was actually here at Castambul at the Victoria Gold Mine, 1846. Now that's 5 years before the gold rushes in the eastern states.
5 years before. And how much gold did we produce?
Oh dear. Well, there you go. There's the laugh of it. So the mine opened in 1846. It closed in 1851. It had a couple of iterations and whatever, but it actually, over those 5 years, produced the princely amount of just 24 ounces of gold.
24?
That's not much.
That was a lot more than that.
No, just 24 ounces. Right. But there was a lot of share speculation, and some people made a lot of money speculating on the shares from the gold mine.
We all know about speculating on gold mining shares, don't we?
And it's a really interesting story because we know of the descendants of the two mine captains in the area. The gold was originally found by a Captain Thomas Terrell, and he was the mine captain here at the Victoria Gold Mine. Now, Captain William Jury was working at the Montacute Copper Mine, and Captain Jury actually came by some gold from the Victoria Mine, and what he did with that was he had two rings made, one for his mentor in England, George Fife Angus. The other has been kept in the family, and we're very lucky that it's still in the possession of the family today. The third piece that was made with this gold was actually a brooch, and it was sent to Queen Victoria in London, and I am still trying to track down that gold brooch.
Now, I believe someone here is hiding something on me.
Well, look.
What is it, Alan?
Able to find something. This is a ring that was produced from the original nugget. There was two rings manufactured together with the brooch. Now, this is the ring, and you'll find that it's engraved with William's son's initials.
All right.
William didn't engrave it at all, but when William had his tragic accident, it was handed to his son, and eventually he did
engrave it
and have it engraved, and that's been handed down to the eldest son of the family, of the generations.
Now, how many generations is that? Must be a lot.
Gee, now you got me.
I suppose we'd better let you go off and do some gold seeking, because South Australian Museum's paying your wages today.
Oh, indeed. I've got my hammer and collecting gear, but I think I might have that back first.
Yeah, I think so, yes. Thanks, Ben. It's been an exciting project. I know you've been very excited about coming down to this Victoria mine site.
Indeed.
And we're now going to go off and do some exploring, both of us. And I wish to thank the South Australian Museum for all their contribution in this project. It's been fantastic.
It's a pleasure.
As an antiques dealer, we're supposed to be experts, but we're also researchers. And we love just making discoveries and all those little hidden things that we have to do to prove what we think in our heart is correct. I'm with Elizabeth Cyber today, and Elizabeth has made an incredible discovery, and she's going to tell us a little bit about that discovery. Elizabeth, where did you find this?
Okay, well, I do a lot of shopping in all different types of places, whether it's op shops, other antique dealers, auction rooms and so on. And so I was going through the stock of a trader interstate. My first instinct as an antique dealer is to be skeptical. I went about all the techniques to find out its originality.
And your first step was?
My first step was to have a good overall look at it in view, and to see if everything fitted properly. There wasn't anything that gave away a modern indication of it being a print. And of course, if it was a modern print, using an eyepiece, and we go up really up close, you can see the modern little dots of a modern print. Now, I couldn't find any of those, but also I was intrigued by its condition. There wasn't any aging per se. I mean, it's 140 years of age.
The colours are incredible. It's like as if it just came out of the shop.
Exactly.
140 years ago.
So where's it been hiding? I was starting to tick all the boxes, right? But I'm still skeptical. So I decided to take it to a colleague in the trade. He says, Liz, you've got an original.
The feeling that comes over you when you find out you've got what your gut feeling is incredible, isn't it?
Exactly, because we buy a lot of things with anticipation and trepidation and so on.
Exactly, but it's always nice to prove that we've bought something that someone else didn't discover.
Exactly. Another thing that he was wonderful about was referring me to a conservator. And that's a very important part of our trade, is having good restorers and good conservators. This lithograph is like a celebration of Victoria and Melbourne in 1880, all the successes of its coming about from the early 1800s.
The exhibition there was a national exhibition though, wasn't it?
An international exhibition, Melbourne International Exhibition of 1880.
What I love about it is the colour.
Yes.
The perspective with all these beautiful gardens around.
Yes.
And you look at the gardens today.
Yes.
And the trees have just bloomed, they've just grown beautifully. And the fountain and everything, it's just like it was 140 years ago. Yeah. And Liz, now taking this forward, what are your plans?
Well, I do a lot of antique fairs throughout Australia. And so I'll be taking it to antique fairs and seeing what happens. Maybe somebody will just fall in love with it like I did.
And they'll take it home and treasure it.
And it's interesting the way we talk about these things. We're only custodians of these things, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's for sure. Well, Liz, thank you for bringing this along, and thanks for coming on Antiques Down Under and telling the story of what we do in the trade. A lot of people don't understand all the work that us antique dealers have to do to authenticate items that we sell.
Yes.
I'm here at Small and Whitfield with Peter Armand, and Peter Armand is going to reveal what is this. Peter?
Good morning, Greg, and welcome back to Small and Whitfield. What we have here is a 1920s Galvan meter. It is for measuring the input of electricity, and it's roughly dated about in the 1920s. Looks a little bit like a compass, as I'm sure a few of the customers would have said. Lovely chrome back on there. It's had the had wear on it, but what a handy little tool for the handyman, especially back in the 1920s, 1930s, for measuring that currency meters. Interesting little item here, Greg.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Do you want to guess the mystery object? Head to our Facebook and Instagram pages to enter.
Next time on Antiques Down Under, Penfolds, the story behind the iconic winery.
Claudia investigates the painful history of the Chinese lotus shoe.
And I visit the glamorous showrooms of Duplessis Auctions.
Well, we've been around the world and back this week.
We sure have. We'll see you next time on Antiques Down Under.